Yo, what is up everyone, it's TyranitarTube, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon video. Now, another trailer just came out. I don't know what's in this, I don't know if it's like new Alolan forms or Mega Evolutions or whatever, but let's go in. So, we got Solgaleo breaking out of like a meteor. Okay, and then you're representing the sun. Are those... For a second, I thought those were GX Pokemon, like the new TCG type. Wow, those are a lot of new freaking scenes. I saw like a Magikarp. What are you telling me? He has a Rowlet. I have a Litten. Your Rowlet's dead. Now you have a Poplio. Now I have a... Whoa! There's some 3D Solgaleos roaming. You too. There's some tall grass there too. Okay, there's a Comfy. There's a Bruxish. The stupid lizard. Different Oricorios. What are you telling me? Okay, so that right there was the Pokeride feature. A bunch of Pokeride features. Like, you had like the Sharpedo and the Charizard. Oh, that's a Totem Pole Pokemon. Okay, you got the Gumshoes. Wishy-Washy. There's a cutscene with a Wishy-Washy in it. Look at that. What? You're doing a lot of revealing right now. Execute, Cubone, Pikachu, they all evolve into their Alolan forms. What are you guys running towards? Whoa, that guy got pissed you saw him. What do you want, Plumeria? Freaking Guzma. Okay, there's the Aether Foundation. These guys have Hypnos. So maybe these guys use like Psychic types, because I think I saw Starmie. Alright, Kukui. This is the freaking Ultra Beast. Battle Royales. Whoa, there's so much. Look at that. Wait a goddamn minute. Who are you? Why does this remind me of Professor Oak? Who is this? It's Alolan form Oak. You gotta love how there's so much going on in this game. Like, randomly, this Alolan Oak pops up. So you got the 4 trial captains, you got Kukui, Hala, and then Solgaleo and Lunala. So they were trying to meet. And there's your Z move. Do your Z move, Litten. I don't know why Litten does the Z move. Should be the freaking final stage. There's Bloom Doom. And there's Solgaleo and Lunala. Are you gonna become your cover Pokemon? I swear to God, if you become covers. Look at this music. Oh, they're gonna... What? Hold up. I did not expect them to go through... What are they going towards, like an eclipse or something? These guys are flying towards some like eclipse. It's like the sun and the moon meet and create an eclipse. Look at this. The sun and the moon are meeting. What are you telling me? They had a lot of stuff there. They talked about Pokeride. They talked about all the new Pokemon. They even showed us Lurantis as Totem Pole Pokemon. Look at this. On their site, they say it. This dude's name is Professor Oak? Guys, Professor Oak is in this game. This guy's name is Samson Oak. This guy is Professor Oak's cousin. What? They even show you a normal Oak. There's an Alolan Oak. That is Alolan Oak. So, like, he got a tan. He grew out his hair. He's still old. I mean, if you're Professor Oak's cousin, you're still, like, 70 or 50. But take in that if this guy's name is Oak, that means his grandfather must have been the original Oak that created this Oak family. You take in Gary visiting Kalos. Look, they even show normal Oak down here, too. Look, it's Professor Oak in the Kanto region. So, on the side, it says Samson Oak does research on the regional variants that have taken root in the Alola region. He's a cousin of the Professor Oak, the famous authority on Pokemon research in the Kanto region. The two could practically be twins. It's like, I don't know what direction this game's going in, okay? You got Team Skull on one end, and in the last trailer, they introduced the Aether Foundation, which is essentially Team Aether. Move that out of the way, you got Professor Kukui, and then you got Professor Alolan Oak. This game isn't this small world like the other games. It's just way too open. There's too many things in it. So here's a few things that are coming to mind when I see this. For one, okay, Professor Oak, the bottom one, let's call them by their first names. That's Samson, that's Samuel. Wow. So Professor Oak's family goes down to his grandkids, and maybe Gary could have a kid at this point. Then this guy has to have some sort of family here too. If Samson Oak lives in Alola, and Samuel Oak lives in Kanto, and they just share information, maybe cross over to each other's region, then these guys are probably in communication. We might be able to see Professor Oak and maybe even Gary in this region, or we might be able to see like Samson Oak's grandkids, and maybe they'll play a different role in the game, because do remember that the Oak family is a big family. When you see Gary visiting Kalos, for example, it shows that these guys are traveling all over the region, and it shows that these guys are still a powerful name, Professor Oak. The other thing this means is if you pair this up with the fact that regional Pokemon, the Alolan Pokemon, have only focused on Gen 1, then maybe this guy really came over here to research on on these regional variant Pokemon. This sort of does hint that the only Pokemon in Sun and Moon that are gonna get Alolan forms are Kanto Pokemon, but I think it's hilarious that you have an Alolan form Oak, and they made the joke. Is this Professor Oak's Alolan form? For all you know, at the end of the game, this guy goes back to Kanto and he is Professor Oak. What do you mean he's got a cousin? He just got a tan. Like, he's so laid back wearing that Hawaiian shirt. I think it's gonna be awesome to like pop into this guy multiple times during the game. And you better know Kukui and Hala, man. Imagine you went to like the 4th island and this guy's standing at the end like he's the kahuna. Honestly, love this so much. Professor Oak having a cousin that visits the Alola region. He's gonna have some sort of role. In fact, imagine this. You remember the Totem Pole Pokemon? For at least the 1st island, in Pokemon Sun, the Totem Pole Pokemon is Gumshoes, and in Pokemon Moon, it's Alolan Raticate. So imagine if like on the 4th island, this guy's like the kahuna. He's just like the strongest trainer in Alola. Yep, it's still Oak. It's like, what does Gary call you? Great grand uncle. First of all, what nutrients do you eat? You live for like 79. So anyways, guys, if you remember the last trailer and this trailer, there's a lot of stuff revealed. So I'm gonna be doing a few more live discussions on the different things, like the Ultra Beast Pokemon. So be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And also let me know any speculation surrounding Professor Oak and him having an Alolan cousin. Yeah, I have an Alolan cousin. His name's Hao, as you guys say, apparently. Do remember that there's a lot of stuff hyped up for this month, like Rockruff's evolution getting revealed, Korokoro getting hyped up, and this guy being just teased right now. You're gonna play a big role later on. On top of that, the next Sun and Moon announcement is this Wednesday on September 14th. So it's probably gonna go with Korokoro, but as we've seen with the last few months, they don't try to reveal the same kind of information. Korokoro might talk about Rockruff. This guy might talk about some Alolan Pokemon Oak Scott. Like, I want to see this guy like video chatting with the other Oak. Alright, that's how I clear my doubts. Oh yeah, and then there was the Pokemon evolving into their Alolan forms directly. Like, that was something I remember saying earlier, but I'm like, it didn't make sense because if you had like a Gloom that could evolve into a Vileplume and then a Blossom, they're not gonna give them the same names in Gen 7, but they gave them Vileplume and Vileplume essentially. But it's somehow been confirmed that Execute can evolve directly into their Alolan form. So it's like the Mossy Rock and the Icy Rock that evolved Eevee, except it's a bigger deal because it's affecting like the climate and the environment. So anyways, guys, be sure to look out for the live discussions after this. And as always, guys, keep playing, keep laughing, and keep believing. See you in the next video. Peace.